So yesterday we started the general ledger accounting, right? And we have created 2 GL accounts. And remaining GL accounts, let us create. Yesterday we have created trade capital account and also cash account, right? Now, creation of surplus in P&L account. Surplus in P&L account means appropriation account or retained earnings account. If you remember, if you go back to the basic settings, right? We have done one setting, define retained earnings account, right? At that time, we have received one warning message saying that the account 1,100,000 not created in the chart of accounts. At that time, I told you to ignore the warning message because we are going to create this account now. So creation of surplus in P&L account. First, let us log into the server. So first you have to identify the account group under which it is to be created. So go to OBD4, creation of GL account groups, chart of accounts SSKV. So surplus in P&L account is displayed in the balance sheet on the liability side under reserves and surpluses heading, right? So that account has to be created under reserves and surpluses. Here we have an account group, reserves and surpluses, and we define the number range 1,100,000 to 1,199,000. So at that time also, if you remember, at the time of defining the retained earnings account, we have taken 1,100,000. So I am taking 1,100,000 now. Transaction code FS00. Write down please in the material. GL account is 100,100. GL account is 100,100. Company code SSKV. Company code SSKV. Go to menu GL account create. See, every single step is clearly there in the material. So go to menu GL account create. Account group is equal to reserves and surpluses. Account group is equal to reserves and surpluses. Select balance sheet account because the balance in the retained earnings account is displayed in the balance sheet. So select balance sheet account. Short text is equal to surplus in P&L account. Short text is equal to surplus in P&L account. GL account long text is also surplus in profit and loss account. Go to control data tab. Account currency INR. Select only balances in local currency. So what is the impact of selecting only balances in local currency and the other fields in the general ledger master record? I explained you already in yesterday's class. Select line item display. Sort key 001. Then go to create bank interest tab, field status group G001. Click on save. Now, creation of salaries. Sorry. Okay. So till now we have created 3 GL accounts: share capital account, cash account, and surplus in P&L account. These are all balance sheet GL accounts. Now let us create some expense accounts which are related to P&L account. So first let us create salaries account. Here, salaries account I am taking as part of personnel cost, right? So the defined number range is 4,100,000 to 4,199,000. So I am taking 4,100,000. Like that, every time you have to select the number from the number range of account. Okay. GL account is equal to 4,100,000. Company code SSKV. Go to menu GL account create. Under type and description, account group is equal to personnel cost. Account group is equal to personnel cost. Select P&L statement account. So the salaries account is an expense account and it is displayed in the P&L account, right? So select P&L statement account. Now, which P&L statement account? The salaries account is related to which P&L statement account type? If you press on F4, we can see two profit loss account types. Why the system is displaying two profit loss account types, right? If you remember in the basic settings, yeah, I will come to you, Byro, just a minute. So in the basic settings, OB, just a minute. I forgot the transaction code, sorry. OB53, sorry. We have defined retained earnings account in OB53, right? In OB53, we have defined two retained earnings account, right? That's why while creating the expense account, you have to specify profit loss account type. Here, we assumed that X represents operating profit loss account, Y represents non-operating profit loss account, right? So here we are creating salaries account, right? So salaries account is related to operating profit loss account, right? So in the P&L account statement type, you have to enter X. X means operating profit loss account. So the system is asking the choice because we have created two profit loss account types. Just to show you the impact of creating multiple profit loss account types, I have created two. But normally, even in the real time also, we go with only one profit loss account type, right? In that case, I want to delete Y. Here, we have to understand which objects we can delete and which objects we cannot delete. See, this is called delete button. So in any screen, if you notice this delete button, we can assume that we can delete the objects from that screen. So now I want to delete Y, right? So select Y, click on delete button and save. Now I am going to create salaries account again. See. Now there is no choice because we defined only one profit loss account type. Clear, no? So account group is personal cost. Select P&L statement account. Write down, please. Short text is equal to salaries account. GL account long text is also salaries account. Go to control data tab. Account currency INR. Select only balances in local currency. Select to line item display. Sort key 001. Then go to create bank interest tab. Field status group G001. Click on save. Now, after salaries, let us create wages account. Creation of wages account. Wages account I'm taking as part of manufacturing cost. Wages means remuneration paid to the workers or brown collar people. Salaries is the remuneration paid to the white collar employees. That's the technical difference. So wages account I'm taking as part of manufacturing cost. And the defined number range is 4,200,000 to 4,299,000. So I'm starting with 4,200,000. Procedure is very same. Every GL account is created. So GL account is equal to 4,200,000. Please write down the material. Company code SSKV. Go to menu GL account create. The account group is, say for example, by mistake, I'm selecting other incomes. See, error message given by the system. The account group OTHR only defined for accounts from 3,100,000 to 3,199,000. Here, on the basis of the account number, the system can determine the correct account group. So even though you enter the wrong account group, system gives you the error message. So you need not worry about the account group here. When I enter the correct account group, the system is not displaying the error message now. The account group is equal to manufacturing cost. Account group is equal to manufacturing cost. Select P&L statement account. Short text is equal to wages account. GL account long text is also wages account. Go to control data tab. Account currency INR. Select only balances in local currency. Select line item display. Sort key 001. Then go to create bank interest tab. Field status group G001. Click on save. Now let us create a rent account also. Creation of rent account. Rent account I am taking as part of administration cost, just like that. So we have an account group, administration cost, and the defined number range is 4,300,000 to 4,399,000. So I am taking 4,300,000. GL account is 4,300,000. Company code SSKV. Go to menu GL account create. Under type and description, account group is administration cost. Under type and description, account group is administration cost. Select P&L statement account. Short text is equal to rent account. GL account long text is also rent account. Go to control data tab. Account currency INR. Select only balances in local currency. Select line item display. Sort key 001. Then go to create bank interest tab. Field status group G001. Click on save. Look at the screen, everybody, please. Here, centrally. What is this centrally? Yesterday I told you, right? We can create the GL account master record in two methods. See, we can create the general ledger master record in the following ways. Number one, centrally. Means in the central method, we can enter the data both in chart of account segment and company code segment at a time, right? See here. This is the controlling chart of accounts. Means it is the chart of account segment data, right? Then this is the company code segment data. See, the account control in the company code. So from now onwards, it is the company code segment data. So in FS00 or creation of GL account centrally method, we can enter chart of data and company code data at a time. This is called one-step method, right? Now let us see how to create a GL account using two-step method. See, creation of GL master records using two-step method. So in the two-step method, what happens? First, we maintain the data. See here. See, at the chart of accounts level first, then at the company code level. This is called two-step method. In the two-step method, first you maintain the data in the chart of accounts, then you maintain the data in the company code segment. That is called two-step method. Now we will see how to create a GL account using two-step method. Let us create traveling expense account, right? So traveling expense account I'm taking as part of administration cost, just like that. Okay. And the defined number range is 4,300,000 to 4,399,000. Already we have used 4,300,000, right? Let us take 4,310,000, just like that. We can take 4,301 also. always the number should be between these two numbers for all the GL accounts which are created under this administration cost group. Okay. Path is accounting, financial accounting. See, the path is also clearly given in the material. Financial accounting, general ledger, master records, GL accounts, individual processing. See, in chart of accounts. So in the case of two-step method, first we have to create the GL account in the chart of accounts level. So in chart of accounts, transaction code FSP0. GL account is equal to 4,310. Please write down. GL account is equal to 4,310. Chart of accounts SSKV. Go to menu GL account create. Look at the screen. Here, type and description field is there. Tab is there. There is no control data tab because control data and bank interest information, etc., is part of your company code data segment. Clear? This is called chart of account segment data. Write down. Account group is equal to administration cost. Account group is equal to administration cost. Select P&L statement account. Short text is equal to traveling expense account. GL account long text is also traveling expense account. That's it. Click on save. Now you have to extend this GL account to the company code segment. See the next step. Extending the GL account for company code. Path is same as above, or transaction code FSS0. See, in company code. GL account is same GL account number. 4,310. Company code SSKV. Go to menu GL account create. See, it starts from control data tab. See, account control in the company code. So from now onwards, it is all the company code segment data. Account currency INR. Select only balances in local currency. Select to line item display. Start key 001. Then go to create bank interest tab. Field status group G001. Click on save. Now, till now we have created some 7 or 8 GL accounts, right? Now, I told you that every GL account master record contains the data in the chart of account segment and company code segment, right? So, for every GL account, you maintain some data in chart of account segment and some data in company code segment, right? So, in which tables this data is stored, right? Do one thing. Below the step, some against the step, some space is there, no? Right down there. The data maintained in chart of account segment, please write down. Some space is here, no? Please write down. The data maintained in chart of account segment is stored in the table. Is stored in the table SKA1. It's not case sensitive. You can write anything. SKA1. Next, the data maintained in company code segment is stored in SKB1. SKB1. Next point. The descriptions. The descriptions of the GL account, that is short text and long text. Short text and long text are stored in the table SK80. Remember, these table names you have to remember from the interview point of view also. See, here we maintain some data in the company code segment, right? So whatever the data you maintain here is stored in the table SKB1. So how do we know the name of the tables? This also explained, in the previous class. SC11, right? Go to SC11, then you enter the table name. SKB1, right? Then click on display. See, GL account master record, company code data, and these are the fields. Clear? Similarly, right? SKA1. See, GL account master chart of accounts data. Similarly, SK80. GL master record chart of accounts description. Short text and long text, right? Like that, whatever the data you maintain the GL account master records are stored in these three tables. Okay. Now, we have created some number of GL accounts, right? Now I want to display all the GL accounts created. In that case, display the GL accounts created in the chart of accounts. Transaction code F.10. GL account is 1 to all 9s. I don't know how many number of GL accounts you have created. So I want to display all the GL accounts. GL account is equal to 1 to all 9s. Chart of accounts SSKV. Chart of accounts SSKV. Click on execute. This is called execute button. Look at the screen. On the application toolbar, right? First icon is called execute symbol. See, we have created 4, 5, 6, 7 GL accounts we have created. Clear, no? Say, for example, I want to display only the GL accounts which are created in the administration cost group, right? Here you can see account group. Against the account group, you enter ADM, your administration cost group, right? In that case, click on execute. So the system will display only these 2 GL accounts because we have created only these 2 GL accounts under the administration cost group. Clear for everybody? So this is how you have to do the practice. This is how you have to explore other fields in your practice, right? Suppose I want to display all the GL accounts which are related to your operating profit loss account. In that case, you can enter type X. And I want to display only those expense and revenue GL accounts which are related to your non-operating profit loss account. In that case, we enter Y, provided you create Y type. This is how you have to explore the other fields in your practice. It's not just doing the practice as per the material. Now, already you have attained some knowledge in SAP. Now you can try to explore the other fields as far as possible by pressing F1. But it's not possible to remember and understand every field, right? But as far as possible, if you have the time, just browse through the fields. Okay. Now, here, if you notice that I have given the transaction code, right? But I did not give the path. So how do we know the path here? Some space is here against the step, right? Write down there. If the transaction code is given, write down please. If the transaction code is given, we can find the path. If the transaction code is given, we can find the path. For example, to find the path, for T code F.10, go to the transaction code, search underscore SAP underscore menu. Go to the transaction code. This you have to remember. Search underscore SAP underscore menu. So here you enter the transaction code, right? /m search underscore SAP underscore menu. Search text entry is equal to F.10. Search text entry is equal to F.10. Within brackets, just a minute. Within brackets, enter the T code, for which the path is required. So I want to know the path for this transaction code, right? Write down. Please write down. Click on enter. Note down the folders. Note down the folder names. Note down the folder names. From bottom to top. Note down the folder names from bottom to top. Like, write down the path, please. Information systems, accounting, financial accounting, general ledger, chart of accounts. General ledger, chart of accounts. Look at the screen. Here, I am executing the path now. Information systems, accounting, financial accounting, general ledger, chart of accounts, F.10. So you come to the same screen. Write down. This procedure is applicable. Only for end user transactions. This procedure is applicable only for end user transactions. Now, see the next topic. To edit GL master. To edit GL account master means editing means changing. Sometimes what happens, after creating the GL accounts, there may be a need to change some fields. In that case, What are the fields you can edit and what are the fields you cannot edit? This you have to understand. See, once the GL account master record is created, we cannot change the following fields. Number one, GL account number. So once you create the GL account, you cannot edit the number. You cannot change the number. We cannot change company code. You cannot change account group. And you cannot change the status of open item management if any business transactions are existing as open items in the GL account. Once the open items are cleared, we can change the status. The fourth point, you will not be able to understand at this point of time. At the end of the general ledger accounting, we have the separate topic on open item management. At that time, I will explain you what is open items. Okay, but for the time being, right, remember that except these four fields, you can edit any field in the GL account master record. Clear? So if you want to edit the GL account master record, go to the T code FS00. GL account is equal to 4,200,000. So here you enter the GL account number which you want to edit. I want to edit 4,200,000. GL account is equal to 4,200,000. Company code SSKV. Go to menu GL account change. Look at the screen, please. Here, all the functions related to GL account are available on the GL account submenu. If you want to create a GL account, you click on create. Suppose here we have given the GL account 4,200,000, right? In that case, if you click on create, see, the system is giving one message. The account 4,200,000 has already been created in the company code SSKV. Suppose server has become a little slow suddenly. Suppose if you want to edit, click on change. If you want to display, click on display. If you want to block, click on block. What is blocking? It will come tomorrow class. Here I want to edit the GL account, right? So go to menu GL account, change. Here you cannot change the account number. If you want to change anything, first you have to remove it. No, it's not possible. So you cannot edit the GL account number, you cannot edit the company code, and you cannot change the account group. If you change the account group, see what happens. It is giving the error message. So other fields you can edit, right? Go to menu GL account and change. Make necessary changes and click on save. For example, I want to edit short text and long text, right? For example, factory wages. Instead of wages, I want to be something more specific. So short text is equal to factory wages account. GL account long text is also factory wages account. That's it. If you want to make any other changes in the company code data also, you can edit them. For the time being, I have edited only these two fields. Click on save. Like that, we can make the changes to the GL account master account. Okay. Now, to display changes made to GL account master. After some time, if you want to display changes made to GL account master record, transaction code FS04. The account number is equal to 4,200,000. Company code SSKV. Click on enter. See, for this GL account, we have edited these two fields, GL account long text and short text. Okay. Then click on all changes button to see all the changes, including old and new values. This is called all changes. See, this is the date of change, field what you have changed, new value and old value. So new value is factory wages account, old value is wages account. Suppose if you double click on any field, it will display further changes, right? Date 23/8/2022, time is this, on which time you have changed it. Who edited? Lakshman. This is the username who has made the changes. Then short text. It is the technical name of the field. Short text, right? SKAT table. Short text is the table name, SKAT, right? Then the field name is, I also explained the technical name of the fields. Field name is TXT20. And from wages account to factory wages account. Change in the language English. Like that, we can display all the changes to GL account master record, right? Now, here, some of you may get one doubt. Say, for example, we have created the GL accounts in FS00 one by one, right? But this is the scenario in the real time. Your client is using 1500 GL accounts, right? Previously, your client is using Tally, right? Now they have implemented SAP. Now, in the present accounting system, they are using 1500 GL accounts. Now, all these 1500 GL accounts are also to be created in SAP server. For that purpose, as per the procedure I have told you, you have to use the transaction code FS00 1500 times. Right? Means we can create the GL account one by one. So if you have to use this transaction code FS00 1500, forget to create some GL accounts. Then what to do? In the real time, right? We use one tool. Just a minute. Just a minute. The cursor, my mouse is not moving. Actually, I'm using the big screen. Just a minute. Okay, let me use my laptop. Yeah. So if you have to use this transaction at 1500 times, it's very laborious task, and also there are chances of that you may forget to create some GL accounts, right? That's why what we do in the real time, there is one tool which is called LSMW, right? LSMW, which stands for Legacy System Migration Workbench. LSMW, Legacy System Migration Workbench. So using this tool, we can upload all the GL accounts at one step into your client system server. Using this tool, we can upload all the GL accounts into the SAP server at one stroke. So there is one transaction code LSMW. Transaction code is also LSMW. So how to use LSMW, right? This I will send you the documentation at the time of, at the end of the classes, along with the screenshots. Right? So, now configuration for new general ledger accounting. In this particular server, new GL is activated, which is part of the current version, right? So from the new general ledger accounting perspective, you have to perform two steps. What is the purpose of these two steps? We will discuss separately at the time of new general ledger accounting. To understand the new general ledger accounting, you have to understand profit center accounting, right? So the profit center accounting we deal in the controlling. So once we complete the F5, we start controlling, then we teach profit center accounting. After profit center accounting, I will cover new general ledger accounting, because you cannot understand the functions of the new general ledger accounting as of now, because you need the knowledge of profit center accounting, right? But for the time being, you just to do these two steps as it is, right? Without going for any logic, you just to do these two steps as it is. Classify GL accounts for document splitting. What is document splitting? We will discuss later on. SPRO. Financial accounting new. General ledger accounting new. Business transactions. Document splitting. Classify GL accounts for document splitting. Chart of, write down this. Chart of accounts is equal to SSKD. Click on enter. Click on enter. Click on new entries. So I have given one table here, right? Please write down. Account from is equal to 1 lakh. Account 2 is equal to 1 lakh. No. 2 lakh 99,999. Account from is equal to 1 lakh. Account 2 is equal to 2 lakh 99,999. Category is equal to 01000. Category is equal to 01000. These categories are called item categories, and these item categories are already defined in the system. Okay. Description is equal to, you have the description here, no? Write down there. Description is equal to balanced account. Description is equal to balanced accounts. Then again, next slide. Account from 3 lakhs. Account to 3,99,999. Category is equal to 30,000 revenues. These are all your sales accounts, other incomes accounts, right? So they are all your revenues. Under the description, revenues. Under the description, revenues. Then account from 4 lakhs. Account to 4,99,999. Category 20,000 expenses. Category 20,000 expenses. Under the description, expenses. Look at the scheme. While doing the practice, you cannot enter the description. Once you click on save, system takes the description automatically because these categories were already defined in the system. Click on save. See, descriptions are taken now. See the next step. Define document splitting characteristics for general ledger account. Path is same as above. Define document splitting characteristics for general ledger account. And you see what I've written in the material. Ensure that every checkbox is deselected. Sometimes you may notice that some of the checkboxes might have been selected, right? So if you notice that any checkbox is selected, you just deselect them. If no checkbox are not selected, you need not do anything. Then click on save. So what is the purpose of these two steps? We will have the separate classes on that. Now you can post the transactions. How to post the transactions in the general ledger, we will discuss tomorrow. Now you need accounting knowledge now. So how to post accounting entries, right? What is debit? What is credit? How do we decide which account is debited, which account is credited? On these concepts, I prepared one video, right? That video recording will be sent to you along with today's class recording. So if you have the accounting knowledge of posting of journal entries, you need not listen to that, right? Even if you want to brush up your accounting knowledge, you can listen to that video. And if you are from non-accounting background also, you can listen to that video. You can understand what is debit, what is credit, right? And how to post accounting entries. All these things you can clearly understand. Don't worry about it. Okay. So tomorrow we will see how to post the transactions. Any questions? Bhairav, I think you said you have one question, right? Tell me,
Yes,
Bhairav.
yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes. Yes, sir. We are giving GL account number between the number ranges, which we already have been defined the number ranges. For example, reserve and surplus between 100 to 199, right?
Okay.
So we can check, means my question is, we can check which GL number has already been used from T code F.10.
Okay.
Okay. Then in the live scenario, it may have large number of GL account which we have already created. And now again, I want to create a GL account number. So in that time, how do you know that which GL account number do I need to means create between the number range?
Yes, good question. See here, we can display the hierarchy here. Say, for example, go to the transaction FS00, go to menu extras. Yeah, go to transaction FS00, go to menu settings, hierarchy display, right? You just click on this. Then you select display accounts in the navigation tree. Then click on enter. Then you enter again. Now, if you go to FS00, you see the hierarchy here. So under the administration task, you can see that these two accounts you have used, right? Under the current assets, loans and advances, you can see that this number was used. So except these numbers, we can use any other numbers. Clear, no?
But sir, in the live scenario, it may happen that we have already created 80
no, in the
to
live
90.
scenario, what happens? No, we use the LSMW tool, right? So in the LSMW tool, you maintain the fields in the chronological order in an Excel sheet. Then using that LSMW tool, that is directly uploaded into the Excel sheet is directly uploaded into SAP system. In that case, if you use the GL account number twice, the system gives the error message.
Okay.
Got it?
Okay. Okay, sir. Okay. Thank you, sir.
Any questions from anybody?
Sir Manjunath, while creating GL account, we are using currency as a local currency. It means we cannot post any entries other than local currency,
No,
right?
no. If the account currency is company code local currency, we can post any business transaction in any currency into that account.
Okay.
But if the account currency is other than company code local currency, then we can post the business transactions only in that currency.
Okay.
I gave the notes also. Just refer the notes one more time.
Okay, sir.
See here, the account currency, right?
Okay.
Okay, Manju?
Yeah, sir. Thank you.
Okay.
Sir, and one more thing, in fill status group, no, always we selected G001. When, in which situation we have to change it, and
we will cover later on. Just we have completed only 10-12 classes, no?
Okay,
we'll
sir.
be going on covering other field status groups also in different scenarios.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anything else from anybody? Okay, then good night and good day. See you tomorrow same time.